What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Before we get started in today's video, guys, I do want to shout out that I'm giving away a signed Nico Collins jersey. All you have to do, guys, is like, comment, and subscribe every single day in January to get additional raffle tickets into this entry. So if you like, comment every single day in January, you might have 25, 30 entries into this raffle ticket, guys, and you'll have a much higher chance of getting this signed jersey. But as you'll see, absolutely insane jersey right here. They're still in the playoffs. Maybe they'll make a run. Who knows? But you'll see Nico right here signing the jersey, which I just think is so cool. But go ahead and like and comment on today's video. If we can get this video to 50 likes, that would be very, very great, and I would greatly appreciate that, of course. So overall, guys, we had an okay day. I've gone over the past weekend, and you'll see here this was Monday. We did cash this 9.5x. Sorry if there's a lot on the screen, of course, but this was Monday. This was Sunday. We had an absolutely amazing Sunday. We went up like 30 units or something like that, 25 to 30 units. And then this was Saturday, I believe, and had also a very good day. So out of all of those days, yesterday, which was Tuesday, was probably the worst out of the 5 days, or 4 days. But, we did have very good days on the rest of those days. We have a 10x setup for the next hour. Okay. So this is happening, I believe, a little bit after noon. And you will see that we have two guys to go under in this game. So this is very correlated. In League of Legends, I took the under in this game. And as I said yesterday, guys, with this 9.5x, if you cash a 10x, all right, so this is 10x our money right here. That means that one unit goes to the actual slip, and that means we instantly go up 9 units because of this entry. Okay, so again, I don't want to jinx anything. Obviously, hopefully this does hit. If this does hit, then this is paying off 9 additional losses that we may have had, or you can also think about it just simply as we go up 9 units because of this. Okay, and I tried to hammer this point home the other day, but this is probably the most important part to understand about the VIP is that we lose more than we win record wise. Always, you'll see that this is only, this is this year, right? This is 2026. This is like 14 days of bets, 13 days of bets, and we are already have double the amount of losses record-wise than wins. Okay, so if you go on your Prizepicks account and you're in the VIP, you're gonna see a lot of losses. You're gonna see, you're scrolling down, you're gonna see quite a lot of losses, and you have to be able to stomach that stuff, because you'll see here that we play a lot of 4-mans and 3-mans. So when we win very big, and the strength of one entry is going to outweigh maybe 7 or 8 entries, because one entry can give us a 10x. Now, what a lot of people don't understand about Prizepicks, and I think this is like a cardinal sin, is that you're never really going to win more on Prizepicks and then lose. You're always pretty much going to lose more than win record wise on Prizepicks, unless you're playing some crazy green goblins or something like that, because you have to either play a 2-man, a 3-man, 4-man, 5-man, or 6-man. So the lowest you can do is a 2-man, right? And you're never really going to hit 2 props for 3x at a 50-50 rate on Prizepicks ever. Okay, that's just like never going to happen, right? Unless, like I said, you play some crazy green goblins, and again, you're probably only going to get like a 1.2 payout or something for that, because I never recommend playing those green goblins, guys. So hopefully that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, then I don't know. Sorry if that's not a good explanation, but you're always going to lose more than win record-wise on Prizepicks, but that doesn't mean that the profit can obviously that you can obviously still make a ton of profit, right? Because if you played 100 entries and you got 1,000x for that entry, let's just say, and you played and you lost 100 times, and then that one entry hits for 1,000x, well, now you're way up, right? Because it doesn't matter your win-loss record, you're still crazy up because of 1,000x. And obviously we're on a smaller scale, not 1,000x, more like 10x, and we're playing multiple entries. But that's just kind of the gist of how we roll here. And you'll see here we have a setup for the Josh Allen game. We have a setup for the Indiana game happening in a couple of days here. And then we did go ahead and hit Nuggets spread at -2.5. Unfortunately, I sent out 2 plays on the VIP. One was Western Michigan plus money right here. Not a horrible call. And then probably Hawks money line was not a very good call, to be quite honest. They lost by like 30 points. But yeah, these were the 2 plays on ONYX odds. As I said yesterday as well, guys, on this channel, on ONYX odds, we have now hit 5 days in a row, or 6 days in a row. I think 5 days in a row, but we hit Indiana spread, we hit Panthers point spread, we hit 49ers point spread, we hit Texans money line, and we also just hit Nuggets spread as well, okay? So if you're not on ONYX odds, guys, I highly recommend it. All you have to do to get a month free of my VIP is to spend $10 on ONYX odds, and you will get $200 for free on ONYX, okay? So you can do this yourself. You can do this with a family member or a friend, whatever it is, I'll get you one additional month free of the VIP. And again, you will win $200, which is absolutely crazy. That is just insane that you're able to win $200 on ONYX odds. One thing that I did yesterday, guys, and this will be in the first pinned comment and also in the first link in the description, is I made a Google Doc, and as long as you have the link, you should be able to access this from your phone or from the computer, whatever it is, and it is all of my codes that you can currently use to sign up and get an additional month or two free of the VIP, okay, guys? So with Rebet, you guys can go ahead and do this. I just updated this yesterday. So my apps, I have Rebet, I have Underdog, Better, Novig, Sleeper Fantasy, Chalkboard, and ONYX, all right? So some of these you probably are familiar with because I talk about them quite a lot, like ONYX, like Sleeper. But if you didn't know that I have a Novig code, I have a Novig code. If you didn't know I have a Rebet code, I have a Rebet code, okay? And a lot of these apps are available in 35, 40 plus states across America, okay? So again, my number is right here on all of these. So if you have any questions or you're just like, I don't know what to do, like I have no idea, I'm just gonna throw my hands up in the air and just like, hope or something, just text me, guys. I'm here to help you guys. I can walk you through these steps. I can find you an app that you guys can sign up for, get a month or two free of the VIP, try it out and see if you like it, right? Like I've said, guys, in 2024, we went crazy and we went up more than about 600 units. And then 2025, again, we went up 250 units. So we are, as I always say, we are 21 and 24 out of the 24 months. Okay, so we have had 3 losing months ever out of the past 2 years, which is a pretty good track record. Okay, and again, everything is tracked, right? I track absolutely everything. Here's how this year is going so far in 2026. We're already up about 35 units, and continuing to climb day by day. Like I said, if we hit this 9x, then we might be up close to 45 units or something like that, or 43 units or whatever, because we would instantly go up 9 units. All right, so I told you guys about all these different apps, guys. That'll be down in the description with that pinned comment. But again, sign up for ONYX odds. That's the one I would just recommend a ton because you get a free $200. Okay, and then you'll get a month free of the VIP. So play of the day on ONYX. This is the first pick. I actually have 3 picks in today's video. It's going to be Cavs money line. So Cleveland Cavs money line. This is pretty even odds right here, but again, I'm taking them to win this game. And go ahead and tail this on ONYX odds. Like I said, we're 5-0 in the past 5 days on ONYX. So it's a no-brainer to start tailing on ONYX. It is very free money when you get the ball rolling on ONYX. All right. So first pick of the day. Second pick of the day, and this is kind of becoming a daily routine, is taking these chalkboard entries, all right? We have another free chalkboard entry for Donovan Mitchell. And, I think the max on these is only like $10, $5 to $10, something like that. But again, if you're a $5 bettor, then why wouldn't you take these chalkboard entries? If you're a $10 bettor, why wouldn't you take these chalkboard entries? Because you can search all through the internet. You can search through, all these, all this statistics and all this stuff about what is the best play of the day and all this stuff that everyone tries to find, the lock of the day, whatever. But you have Donovan Mitchell to get 1 point right in front of you. So why would you not take it on chalkboard? And all it is just downloading another app. I'm going to talk about this a lot this year, but in 2026, you have to get other apps to not be profitable, because you can definitely be profitable on just one app, I would say, but it's so easy to be profitable in 2026, especially if you have 5 or 6 apps at your disposal where you can just use these discounts every day. It's not just Chalkboard that has daily discounts. Underdog has daily discounts. Sleeper has daily discounts. And it's really easy to win with these daily discounts that all these apps give you. So obviously Donovan Mitchell is going to get 1 point. As you guys saw yesterday, we took this Chalkboard entry and it did go ahead and hit for us. So this was really nice to see here with SGA and this Josh Hubbard guy. It was a close one, but we did hit it at the end of the day. But it's a completely free pick. The SGA is going to get 1 point, guys. Let's be honest. And then I'm taking Woody Marks to go under 16.5 rush attempts. I really think this should be more like 15.5 or 15. And I think this is a super solid entry to actually get more than a 3x your money on this, okay? So you're actually getting a slightly higher payout than a 2-man on Prizepicks. You can only get a 3x for it. Again, it's 3.04x, so it's not that big, not that much more, but also, you have to consider that we're getting Donovan Mitchell at 0.5 points, okay? So get Chalkboard, especially if you're a low unit bettor, guys. Like, if you're only betting $5 to $10, which is completely fine, everyone's in a different stage of their journey, you need Chalkboard. There's no reason not to get Chalkboard, and it's probably like the biggest blunder that you could have because they're handing out free picks every single day. So if you only play $5 entries and you're playing 5 entries a day, one of those entries can be a completely free pick on Chalkboard that you guys can just make a 3x your money on very simply, and you can just like win doing that, right? And make a free $15, $20, $30 a day, whatever it is, and that can even fund the VIP, and you can make money from there. All right, so let's get into the Prizepicks play of the day here. We do have a game happening in a couple of days now. I think this is happening Saturday night, so we do have to wait a couple of days, of course, but we have the 49ers and we have the Seahawks game, and we have Brock Purdy to go over, and we have Christian McCaffrey to go over. Now, Christian McCaffrey is probably his number one receiver at this point because George Kittle did go down with an Achilles tear, and a lot of those guys, I think actually... I think Ricky Pearsall is also out. So he has like Jawan Jennings and he has the backup tight end. But really, every time that Kittle is out, Christian McCaffrey really takes that step towards being like the number one receiver. He plays the number one running back and receiver role. And again, this is extremely correlated together, as I always say, right? And this is exactly what we want to target. This is our strategy long term, is using correlation. So the more that Brock Purdy throws the ball, let's say he throws the ball for 300 yards, which he could easily do, especially probably playing from behind in this game because they are favored to lose. That's what Vegas is saying. That's not just from me. Vegas is saying that the 49ers should be playing from behind this game. Brock Purdy is going to throw the ball quite a lot in this game, and Christian McCaffrey is going to likely be on the receiving end, okay? So if Brock Purdy throws 300 yards, that's going to mean that Christian McCaffrey is going to get a lot of catches. Maybe he gets 70 yards, 80 yards, or something like that. Now, the vice versa could definitely happen. If Brock Purdy just gets completely shut down, kind of like we saw with Aaron Rodgers on Monday Night Football, then Brock Purdy might have a really bad game. Christian McCaffrey will also have a bad game catching the ball, okay? That is what correlation means. We want to find slips. We want to find duos of players, whether that's in esports, whether that's in NFL, whether that's in college football, that when one thing happens, like the 49ers do good passing the ball, both of the guys are going to go over together. And then if one thing happens, maybe the opposite direction, these guys are tied together, okay? So think about these guys tied to the hip, right, in like a chain. If one is going over, the other's going over. If one's going under, the other one is going under, okay? So they're chained at the hip together, and that is how they move, okay? So that's going to be the first part. The second part is not correlated at all because this is happening tomorrow morning, and this is in League of Legends, I'm pretty sure overseas, and we're taking odd eye to go over 6.5 kills. The 2 games he has played so far, he's got 9 kills and 11 kills, okay? And again, we're betting on him maps 1 through 2. Now, his team is not favored in this game. He's playing one of the better teams, but I still think he squeaks out with a solid maybe like 7 or 8 kills in this game, and he does go over, okay? So hopefully this does hit. This is 5x our money, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Again, get that signed Nico Collins jersey giveaway entries. Like, comment, subscribe every single day, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.